What is it like being a Jamaican in Ethiopia? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, the founder of Jamaicans.com. Today in Jamaicans to the World, I talk to Sydney Salmon, a Jamaican living in Ethiopia. Welcome, Sydney. How are you?
Yeah, greetings, beloved. Thank you for having me. Blessed love. Welcome from Shashamane to you.
All right. Which part of Jamaica you come from, Sydney?
Kingston, capital Kingston.
All right.
Jubilee Lining Hospital. Yes.
You representing any school? Which school you represent?
Well, my alma mater from Jamaica is the best high school Jamaica has ever had. It's called the St. Andrew Technical High School in Spanish Town Road.
So tell us a story of how you got to Ethiopia.
Well, how I got to Ethiopia.
Migrating to the United States. I worked on Wall Street for a while. I was a banker at 55 Water Street Chemical Bank. And I became a member of the Rastafarian organization called the 12 Tribes of Israel. I was converted to the Orthodox faith through that organization, as it was one of the few Rasta organizations that was dealing with Jesus Christ and Selassie in one breath or one statement. So that inspired me to become a member of that organization. And the mandate of that organization was to repatriate brothers and sisters who deemed it, saw it fitting to return home to Ethiopia, the cradle of civilization, Zion for the Rasta man, you know? Yeah.
How long you live there?
Coming into my 20th year now, you know.
Nice. That's a long time.
Yeah, no regrets.
The people in Ethiopia, what are they like?
Well, the people of Ethiopia, speaking of the native Ethiopians, very hospitable people, very loving, kind, close-knitted people. The rich and the poor live side by side and they share, you know, and they extend themselves. So we've been having brothers and sisters here who have been living here even beyond 20 years, over 40 years. And when I came, we found a great relationship happening between the brothers that was here and the Ethiopians. So my experience was that it was a smooth transition for me. And I put it this way, I married an Ethiopian.
Is she there with you now?
Actually, she is, you know. Probably I could have sent go call her there. She's outside. She's also my manager, you know.
Okay. So I know we're getting you at a time when you are here practicing. Tell us a little bit. I'm going sidetrack. Tell us a little bit about your band, and I know you were rehearsing.
Yeah, my band is called the Imperial Majestic Band. It's the first reggae band here in Ethiopia from the diaspora that has really integrated into the Ethiopian society. And we have managed to acquire a sizable amount of followers. We are also the first reggae band in Ethiopia to perform at the Jubilee Palace of Addis Ababa. That is Emperor Haile Selassie's personal palace. We had the opportunity to perform there during the Bob Marley 2005 60th birthday celebration. And yeah, it was a wonderful experience. So my band, the Imperial Majestic Band, consists of players from all over the world, from California, from England, Manchester, England, from Jamaica, from France,
Nice.
you know, from Trinidad. You know, we're a cosmopolitan city, my brother, here in
Listen, I know you have the phone there, and I don't want to disturb it, but if you can, swing around, make we see the band members, them, no man.
All right, to them, yeah, watch them. And see my wife coming there too.
Respect.
And see the drum set there.
All right.
And the keyboard and the computer, everything wrong as well. So
Drums over there, sir.
And yeah, and thing I read this. Yeah. So this man is the percussionist, man called Jati. Don't ask for the
Jati.
Trouble.
Respect.
Respect, Bridget.
Respect.
And then this is Jatul. This is Jatul.
All right, Jatul.
Jatul is from France, and he's a wonderful reggae singer.
Yes, my
Yeah.
madam. I love you, you know. Last year.
Respect.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
And
So-
this is the drummer, Alton Zebulon. He's from England.
All right, Alton. Respect.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And of course, we have a sister around the back there. She's new to the crew. Her name is Sister Raf. We call her. She's an interesting person. So this is, let me show you her quick. See there? This is
All
her.
right.
Say hi. Yeah, so we are an international body of people here, you know. You come in already,
So-
Ma'an. And this is Ma'an, the keyboard player. She's from the Philippines.
Okay, the technician,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
the phone technician.
The engine room. Yeah, yes.
Bless.
Blessing,
And of course-
blessing.
I'm a better half is right here. Come here, Leila.
Greetings.
Greetings,
Salam.
Neela. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm going to put you on the spot now. So,
Oh,
yes, I'm going to put you on the spot now. So,
let me see.
so the question I'm going to ask you is this one now. Did you find anything, an unusual custom from this Jamaican man that you're like, this is kind of different? You're married to him, so you must have found something.
You know, I've learned to keep my mouth quiet because it follows you, you know. It follows you into what you say.
No, I just gave her the Jamaican rules. That's all.
So then now, what are the Jamaican rules? And that me want to know.
Well,
All right, and that when cause a contention.
Yeah, you want to put me at the doghouse, boss. So we really deal.
And that when cause a contention. So I know I'm very nice meeting you, and blessings, my sister.
nice meeting you too, and thank you. I'll catch up with you another day on
All right. So Sydney, I know I went off track for a little bit.
It's all right. It's all good.
You know. So when people here say you're Jamaican, typically how them respond to that?
Yeah, well, I tell you something, man. In Ethiopia, them love Jamaicans. Once they see you, and they see that you have a dreadlocks or even your countenance, they say, aha, Jamaica or Rasta or Jaman, you know. Them, that's how they vibe us, and they're very happy. They like to talk to us, you know, and hear what we have to say. They believe that we praise His Majesty because when He came, the rain fell, and it never fell for a long time. So that's the conversation they usually start with us. But they respect us because of our pro-Ethiopian activism, you said, and you know, we stand up for Ethiopia. So big up Jamaica in Ethiopia. As a matter of fact, the community of the Rasta community in Shashamane is called the Jamaican Rastafarian Development Community, the JRDC. Yeah.
Nice.
And we are safe, you know, just in case anything happens in Jamaica, and have a community can run come to.
How big is the community? How big?
Well, right now we're over what about 400, 500 people I know growing, if not more. And which includes children too. You have children who are born here as well with the Ethiopian as well. So we have a very large community. I want to feel that number is closer to even 1,000, if not more. So
Okay.
and
the one
we're going, people are coming. It worth in the Corona time. A lot of people making them way here, you know. So
okay.
yeah.
Is it one? And it says it's one community in which city again?
It's a city called Shashamane, a town called Shashamane, which is 250 kilometers south of Addis Ababa.
Okay.
And it's a very strategic town. It's all the all roads, east, west, north, and south connects through Shashamane. So it's a trade route, and it's a very vibrant town. Yeah.
How old is that city?
Wow. We're talking about That's an interesting question. No, nobody ever never asked me that before.
Okay, all right.
But
No,
it's as old as Ethiopia. It's been around since the century, the 13th, 12th century in them time. Yeah,
so
it's actually crown land. It's the crown land of the royal family that was given to the black diaspora who desired to return home to Africa, and it was given
right.
by His Imperial Majesty. Yeah.
Okay. The I know there are quite a few Jamaicans that had moved there to Ethiopia, and the bonds there in terms of, you know, the food and mixing of the cultures. How is that? How is that right now?
Yeah, well, the when the first set of brothers and sisters came here, it was like going back to Genesis in the Bible. There was nothing here. It was just bush and trees, and they had to live like the native of that time. We're talking about in the early 70s, and like 1972 and so. The 12 members of the 12 tribe of Israel repatriated home here. So they had to drink the same river water, the river water. You had to use that water for your drinking water, and that's the same water that you bathe with, isn't it? The river water, and yeah, there was no job, no employment. They made a transition and eventually intermarried, learned the language. So by the time I got here, I had already met some brothers and sisters from where I'm from, now integrated into the Ethiopian family. Now, for example, we have a brother here by the name of Desmond Martin who was here he's been here now for 40 years. And when he came, he was only like 19 years old, 20 years old. And so he participated in the track and field things that was happening here, sports that was happening here. And he became the fastest runner in Ethiopia. And he still holds the record, the 100-meter record until today. It has not been broken. It was 10:9 or 10:8, 10:9 or 10:8
Amazing.
barefoot. Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
He's yeah. So because of these things that happened in them early times, now it cemented us in the Ethiopian family, and they speak of it up until today. And many other of the brothers have done many things here. For
Nice.
myself, since I came here, I integrated with the society in the sense to say through the music,
Right.
and I had a song by the name of Babylon is Falling, Ethiopia is Calling, which took off. It became a hit song here, and
Nice.
yeah, we were on national television. We were invited to different places to talk about Jamaica and our culture and what it is that we represent, what's our intention here, all of these things. So uh
Nice.
we find a lot of Ethiopians now dressing like us, young Ethiopians acting like us, dressing like us, wanting to be Rastafarians, and they will tell you they are Rastafarians too, because as I said, we are pro-Ethiopian, and Jamaicans and Ethiopians share the same heart sentiments, and we are blood brothers too. There's a history of us
Right.
being connected to Ethiopia. So they try to be like us, and we're happy about that. And we try to be like them too, and trying to speak the Amharic and trying to learn the culture. So it's nice. It's real nice.
Nice.
I have 4 children here in Ethiopia with my wife. I got twin boys. I represented Jamaica well in that department in producing 2 boys. Uh, um,
So
you don't know we already. We can't let
so
down my bridge there.
on the music there, what is the dominant music?
Yeah. Well, the Ethiopian music is the dominant music because they have their own musical. Ethiopia has everything unique to itself. The music, the culture. So their music is based on the pentatonic scale, as opposed to our music, the Western music, which is diatonic. So, and their beats are a little different, but we find that we were able to integrate the 2 beats. We're working with the pentatonic scales now with the Jamaican drum and bass, and we're finding that the Scatolites, the famous Scatolites, was way ahead of their time, because we found some of the rhythms and beats that the Scatterlights use. They're here in Ethiopia. So we know that they were in tune to what was going on here because, they were Rastafarians as well. So I know they tuned in here. Speaking of, as well as Mr. Cedric Brooks, who I don't know if you know him, but he's a famous saxophonist from Jamaica. He had a Light of Saba was his band, and he also played with Scatterlight. So, he was here and he spent some time with us. So what we're doing now is taking the Jamaican drum and bass and mixing it with the Ethiopian scales. I speak specifically now of one tribe that we like very much. That is called the Walaita tribe. They're the southern tribe, not too close far from us, but they're the Walaita people. And we find that the beat and the ska works good together. So we came up with a new musical genre. It's called Walai Ska in Ethiopia. So yeah, it's interesting work.
Breaking ground there, breaking ground.
Yeah, breaking ground. And coffee is their famous pastime. And we in Jamaica we have our Blue Mountain coffee, so we link with that too. So
Right.
having some coffee with a friend on the sidewalk or on a cafe is a normal thing. It's a common thing about here,
What's the
and
food?
no matter how, yeah, the food.
Oh,
Okay, so the food is staple diet because they have a thing named injera, which is their type of bread. It's a wheat a gluten-free wheat that is everybody eat that in Ethiopia. Every Ethiopian eat that. It's only in Ethiopia, and it is round and it forms like when we say things like that in the West now, where we come from now. We never really see some. Maybe Trinidad have a thing named roti where them made
right.
round, but this one is not roti. This is made from real whole grain theft. And on top of it is you can get vegetables, or if you can get your meat. Their meat kind is like kikil. Them have one named kikil, which is close to our curry goat, but the flavor not there they like our curry goat. But it's nice just the same, you know. and yeah, them have, but all with the injera, it's very nice. It's
Right.
very nice. And then you have
Right.
the international cuisine that is here strong because Ethiopia is an international country. All of the diplomatic embassies, all the embassies are in Addis Ababa, so everybody from around the world is here in
Is
Ethiopia.
there.
So you'll get a whole variety of food. But they too have
So,
their own basic food, and we Jamaicans now join the fun with our food now. Curry goat, them love our curry goat down in Shashamane very much, and we oxtail. Yeah, yeah.
nice.
And by the
Nice.
way, we had a visit. We had a visit by the then foreign minister. Was it the foreign minister? Our minister of security. His name is what his name again? Oh my goodness. He was from the People's National Party. He visited us here. Oh, what's his name, man? He was a Rastafarian too, and he became one of the ministers there in the PNP. He came. I still remember
Okay.
his name. Peter Phillips. Peter Phillips.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. He came, man. And when he tasted
Okay.
up our brethren curry goat, man, our brethren oxtail, he was like, who cooked this oxtail? And when we bring out our man and show him, no. Him say, man, this is the best oxtail I've had in years. And he's coming from Jamaica.
So it look like we have
yeah,
to try the
yeah.
Jamaican food in Ethiopia when I come down there.
Yeah, well, it's special here, because through the brethren them been here 40 years and them come with the old time recipe, because them know it from back in them days, So
Right.
them know how to do it. By the way, when they came here, they told me the Ethiopian them used to chew with the tail of the cow. Them used to chew with the foot. They cut the foot. But when we come now and we start beg them it now and them start do it, and when them realize it's so important to eat, them start still with yeah, man. But it's nice.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
interesting. It's interesting.
So I want to dive a little bit
Yeah.
into the historic Ethiopia. So, Sydney, from what I've read and what I've seen, Ethiopia has some amazing historic sites. Can you share a little bit about that?
Well, I'm glad you touched on that one because you see, I am a spiritualist by nature, and that is why I am here. Because as I told you, I work on Wall Street and I had everything that I would have needed there. But I just wasn't fulfilled because my spirituality, was driving me further. So I came to Ethiopia and through with a spiritual mind, a spiritual mentality. Histories and mysteries unfold when I came here because you see, when I wake up in the morning here in Ethiopia, I hear the mosque, the Islamic mosque, saying Allah Akbar, chanting in the distance. Beautiful, like 5 in the morning, you know, at that time. Then a little later, you're going to hear the Orthodox priest doing his chant. And then a little later, you might hear the Pente, the New Age church, because they're here too. But my brother, it is so wonderful hearing it. It's like you're in Jerusalem then, as we know it in the Bible, hearing the different liturgy of praising God, coming from the various religion, Muslim, Christian alike, and the Pentecostal. And I'm telling you, that beats being in Jamaica when you wake up to po 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 po. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
peace of mind,
Right.
peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind, and I can go out in my yard at 5 in the morning and don't have to worry about being mocked or being so it's good when you have such history and spirituality around you.
So the buildings itself, I've
Yeah.
seen I've seen some of these amazing buildings that are just from way back in the Bible times or so on. And I'm just
Yes.
amazed by all of this.
That's up
And
north.
I can't
Yes.
imagine.
Yes. Amazing. Up north, especially where you have a church called Lalibela that is made through rocks. They dig the rock and build the church inside of the rock. You know that is powerful, truly inspirational, and massive place because you're way up in the air. Addis Ababa is over 2,000 meters above the sea. So when you're going up north, you're going further. You're in the clouds become one. Me and my band, we went to a place called Abai, which is like 2 kilometers from Sudan, where they built the grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, that major dam that is now built in Ethiopia that's going to supply. Yeah, we went up that side, and I'm telling you, my brother, just as amazing as up north. Because guess what? We were at the river Gion that is mentioned in the Bible in Genesis. We were actually there in Ethiopia, walking on the side. That Gion River is what forms the Nile, the blue Nile in Ethiopia, and it goes down to the white Nile in Sudan, and it goes on into Egypt and all around. But we were up that area because we were playing reggae music there for the engineers. Every December, we would go up there. We went there for 3 years straight. My brethren,
Nice.
amazing. We were walking on gold, on the sand of gold. There was gold in the sand. We were walking on gold. My brother, amazing Ethiopia. Amazing Ethiopia.
Nice, nice. Let me ask you this. How difficult is it to get a visa or to live and work in Ethiopia?
A visa now to visit or to live here. Let's say you're going to visit. You would go to the Ethiopian embassy in DC or in New York. I don't know if it's still in New York per se, but in DC, I know you can go there, and they will give you either a visitor's visa or a business visa. A business, and you get 3 months, or a month, depending on how long you want to stay.
Okay, I see.
If you're a United States citizen, you automatically get two years.
I know you talked about the morning and so on, but is there a local custom that you said, boy, I love what I'm doing here?
Yeah. One of the custom that I hear that is here that I love the most is that no matter how much time you pass somebody in one day, you're gonna pass them 2, 3, 4 days. You're gonna say salam no, Dana no. You're gonna ask him, is everything peaceful? Is everything? Are you fine? You know, it's common in Ethiopia. You know, that's one of my favorite custom. The other one is called inibla, which means let us eat. You know, when an Ethiopian don't eat by himself, if you're there, he's gonna say inibla, and he's gonna share his food with you. That's the
Nice.
custom, and they're very serious about these customs. By the way, there's another one called gusha, where if we're eating together, and I can because we eat with our hands right after we wash our hands and we eat the injera with whatever, we can feed each other.
I see. Nice.
It's a sign of respect, when you feed each other. But it was difficult for me to accept that one because coming from Jamaica, we don't play those things. We are very personal with our food.
What advice would you give to a Jamaican who's thinking of moving to Ethiopia?
Well, well, two things. I am a very fortunate one. I come here and find my wife here. So, but I'm a special one. But if a man over there and him have him wife, bring her, because the culture is a wider part. It might have a little difficulty in understanding, the thing. But as a Rasta man now, for me, wasn't a problem because every Rasta man have to get him princess, from Ethiopia. So well, him say that. We're miserable, so the woman them can't take it.
You answer the question
Yeah.
because I was about to ask why you think it would have been so difficult, but you say it right there, we're miserable.
Yeah, we're miserable, we're miserable already. So I mean, but I as Rasta now, we kind of evolve over the. In Ethiopia, they have a saying that say "Ishi kabel talia ishi." It means one ishi, one okay is worth more than 1,000. So when your wife, anything your wife does, just say ishi, just say okay, and all will be peaceful.
Ishi.
So we learn that quick. Ishi. Yeah, we learned it the hard way. Yeah,
If you were to visit Jamaica today, what's that first thing you're doing when you get off the plane?
Straight to Tasty's party. Straight, no, don't lie. Straight to Tasty's. Up until this day, Tasty's is still the number one. Me not business on new party coming in Jamaica right now. But Tasty's party for me, Tasty's party is the number one. So right there, so you have to carry me go Tasty's party. That's a first. And then now, me want to go back then now, of course, me want to go look on the places where I go to school, like Mountain View Primary School, which is in front of Excelsior there. It was right at foot of Warwick Hill. I still have good, pleasant memories of that place. We used to roam the mountains there, and the National Stadium and things. So, yeah, I would have to just see them old places there, Port Royal is another place of my heart, I lived in Port Royal for some time as well. I'd love to see Port Royal now, just to satisfy that,
Nice.
Yeah. We love Jamaica, man. We love Jamaica, but right now Ethiopia is home, But we still love Jamaica. We'll never forget Jamaica.
Well, Sydney, thank you for spending some time with us. Here is how I typically end this. How would Ethiopians say goodbye in the most informal way?
Ciao. You can say ciao, which is really not Ethiopian. It is Italian, but because they occupy the place for a while, it not remain. So the most Ethiopian normally they ciao, Danaderu if him leave. Like if my partner that me say, all right, beloved, Danaderu or ciao, that's informal way.
Danaderu.
Yeah, that means good night.
All right. I like the Danaderu because that is Ethiopian. So Danaderu, Sydney.
Later, my brother. Later. Remember, say we are blood, brother. Can't change Jamaica for life.
Show some love now. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a video.